Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. In the last episode, we sailed all the way up the river beyond Onrak to the Waterfall Cave, where after a tremendously long journey, we acquired the cube that we need to, we need to enter the floating castle, which is floating above the Mirage Tower, which we can't get into without Leafin's very own chime. Now, here we are in the desert where the Mirage Tower lies, and as you can see, we can't land in it, or next to it, because we cannot land in desert, which is very frustrating indeed. However, all is not lost. There is a way to actually land here. I believe this is as close as we're ever going to get to it, so without further ado, let us venture inside the Mirage Tower. Some new enemies, Tyros and Wyverns. Slightly more difficult than the worms, the wyverns, but not as difficult as some enemies. As you can see there, we managed to finish off the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but we will defeat it in short order, because we are just that awesome. Wow, that was actually a huge experience boost. Another Tyrannosaurus Rex, 2 in 1 episode. With the 4 of us, we should be able to take it down with relative ease. If it doesn't curb stomp us beforehand, but no, we are victorious. Victory for us. There is our destination, the Mirage Tower. Beyond these doors lies Tiamat, Fiend of Wind. Let's go inside, and more ominous music. Now, the Mirage Tower is in fact a somewhat of a tricky beast, but and it can be quite mesmerizing indeed. But nightmares and an enemy called Badman. I have absolutely no idea what the Badman is supposed to do. But he's actually dealing some pretty decent damage against me. But he is 1 against 4. We should be able to deal with him in any short order. There we go. Another enemy bites the dust, and that was quite a lot of experience. Now, there is treasure in this place. There's a cabin, very nice. Treasure in the center here. The Igus shield, probably one of the better shields for Theo in this instance. And as you can see, I brought some pro rings as well, just in case. Even though we're probably going to... why did I trade away the Igus shield? There we go. I want you to equip that. I would actually like to sell some items, but 2,750, not bad. Ooh, not bad, 18,000. Nice. And a Vorpal weapon, which is only really usable by the either the ninja or the master. Catman. We faced you before. By the way, now that we're level 25, Ysir and Adden both have access to their level 8 spells. We're not going to be using them in this instance. We shall save those spells for when they're absolutely necessary, because they are, after all, high-tier spells. Lightning 3 to sort of bring them down to size. The Catman can poison in certain instances, so let's try to make sure that doesn't happen, dear adventurers. The man-cats are far worse. Hopefully we don't run into them anytime soon. Third 900? Say no to that. Nothing here, but over here is a heal helmet. We're, getting, way down my armor at this point. I've already looked in that one. That one's also empty. And 3,400 gil. Ooh, my word. The saber tigers are not the problem. The problem here are the 5 Medusas that are pretty much probably going to turn us to stone. Unless we can deal with them. Need some magic going here. Really do. Tigers are not my problem. But, well, at least the Medusas are susceptible to lightning. That's a relief, because I do not want to be turned to stone. At all. I know all about Gorgons. And Ice 3 to finish off the Tigers. There we go. That is a considerable amount of gil, and I think that is actually well, more nightmares and the bad man, whoever he is. Actually going to leave the tower for the time being, while we're still on the first floor, and go and sell some equipment while I still can. So I will see you all back at the Mirage Tower soon enough. Alright adventurers, we're back here in the first floor of the Mirage Tower, and I did some picking up of some things. I decided to get the stop and quad damage spell for Ysir here to complement Nuke. As for Din, he still has Life to Invade, which are really the only 2 spells he's going to be having at this point. And I still don't have that level 7 spell charge. Arg. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's a door on this side of the room, and there's a door on the other side of the room. Does that mean we're going to have to walk around? Not on this floor. As I said, fairly tricky. We will have to go around to circumvent this room, however, unfortunately. Oh, new enemies, Chimera. They have a devastating attack that will, well, when they use it, it will... Yeah, that's it, cremate their physical attack. They all can use it, of course, because they're all Chimera, and they're going to be using it often. Ouch. Oh, and even a hit from Theo there isn't enough to... isn't enough to deal with them. Oh, heal. Heal might as well. Why not? I'll use lightning. It's probably going to be a bad idea, but it's better than nothing. Unfortunately, well, that took care of one Chimera, but that means that Theo doesn't have an attack target. And there's that cursed cremate again. Alright, 2 down, 1 more to go. It's time for the final attack, at least in this battle. Ow. Please stop that. A lot of gil and a lot of experience, but we're going to have to do some healing, so I'll just wait a moment. Okay, we're in slightly better shape than we were, so we need to find a break in these areas to get around. And new enemies, guards, or sentries in this case. They're probably the Fanish Guardians, I think. Almost couldn't pronounce that there for a second. But there'll be nothing but scrap metal by the time we're finished with them. I'll have Theo attack one and everyone else attack the other, just in case. These ones don't seem to be too difficult, fortunately. We probably could deal with some lightning, but we actually want to save our magic for as much as possible. Because once we reach the Fiend of Wind Tiamat, all bets are off. Hooray! That's over. We can move on. Stairs and a robot. We need to get around there. And there, of course, there would be mummies in a tower in the desert. I actually want to, we could go that way, but we actually want to go into the chamber first. Let's see if we can make it. Just a trio of Cerberus, or Cerberi. Here, where we want to be. A true treasure trove. Lots of gil. More gil. The Thor hammer. Nice. That is going to be the weapon of choice for Adin here, because that is the most powerful hammer that he will ever have, and he can use lightning too, and even more gil, and more gil, and on the other side, a house. More gil. the Sunblade, which is going to I think it has slightly more power than the defense. I didn't want to go into magic. And the defense. That's still fairly decent enough. 10,000. And the dragon armor. I'm going to trade that. Don't think I can equip the. No, I can't. I want the dragon armor for Theo here. And we'll be able to make our way out to the to those stairs. A bunch of robot sentries proved no match for the might of Zeus and Thor. Let's get out of here. Clear in either direction at this point, but we want to make our way north quickly as possible. Horde of mummies, but they were burned to a cinder by Uziah's flames. We talk to this shiny blue robot? We can. One of us escaped with a cube. He floated far to the west. We found him behind the waterfall, in the waterfall cave. Now we want to go up these stairs, and of course there'd be petrolisks in the tower. Of course there would be. Never mind, we're almost there. Oh my word, that is a blue dragon. That is a blue dragon. Oh my word. I think it uses lightning. I'm pretty sure, but oh man. Oh, this is bad. This could be utterly bad. Yeah, this is what happens when I leap before I think. Need to get some damage going. No, I need healing. I need healing. Thank you. That probably wouldn't help much. Oh well, it will help enough, I hope. Oh, thank the heavens. Blue Dragon has been defeated by our resident Dragon Slayer, Theo. And another shiny blue robot. Transporter operation requires a cube. Speaking of which, I remember how really eerily weird that movie was. But we have the cube in hand, and this is a very strange looking artifice for an ancient tower. Well, we have the cube. If we examine it, it swirls with gathering colors. Let us venture inside. And apparently we've been teleported, well, not teleported, but transported, altogether, from the Mirage Tower to a completely different location. Welcome to the floating castle, and you will notice a huge aesthetic tone shift here. This is why we needed the cube, to activate the transporter, because the floating castle is currently floating in outer space. I'm not kidding. Outer space. You see those stars outside? Oh man. But, this is where the true test begins, because you thought we had to fight Tiamat in the Mirage Tower. Oh no. The true gauntlet begins here, adventurers. It's not over yet. So when we return, dear adventurers, we shall navigate the floating castle and ultimately try and find where Tiamat herself is lurking. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.